we're leading, FERCT from Azores is leading this work package 4 under the subject of capacity building and training activities. The vision of this work package is design and implement a tailored capacity building plan with the target of the outermost regions research and innovation ecosystem. Of course, like I said the same about the task previously, we count on your participation. All the partners will be implementing, but also on the creation. And we'll be having, hopefully, other discussions apart from this one. But of course, this is a kickoff, so we're still designing the project. But we count on your collaboration of going further and adapting the capacity building and the trainings to your needs. And it will start on this month 6 until the end of the project. Here you have the image, how they will interact in a very broad way. So we'll follow 2 other work packages that will work on giving a more focused idea what will be the real needs in terms of capacity building and training, what are the tools that we need to attain, to improve, to promote in order to be more effective. So as target, we have the research and innovation actors. Also, we will be tailoring and designing this capacity building plan in order of the capacity needs that we encounter all through the work package 2, and namely we'll also have some clues under the work package 3 that already will be started. Also the areas and specificities in this matter that we'll be targeting also. And of course, in a broader way, it will be the outmost regions, the research and innovation ecosystem in a direct or indirect form that will benefit under these trainings and capacity building actions. Our main goal is to design a common capacity plan, because we are conscious that we have different needs, and that is why we need to find common interest points, but there is specificities, and then we'll work through together to find a way that will be interesting and important for every one of us, these capacity buildings that we'll be implementing in order to empower and also to establish this cross-sectoral collaboration. We're not, like I was saying during lunchtime, we're not willing to invent the wheel, but we want to know in which way we can improve our capabilities and have also initiatives where we can promote also an exchange of capacity buildings. This will provide ORs to reinforce their capabilities to seize in a more effective way opportunities, namely in the funds, and structure strategic tools in common. Together, we can find ways to be stronger, to have a stronger voice, and also to understand each other better and find links that make sense between us. The objectives, the more specific ones, will be initiatives that will aim to improve the actor skills. Like I said, and I reinforce, it's really important, the participation on EU research projects, namely because we're finishing now the Age 2020, and we need a new imprint of the needs that the ORs have for the next package of financing, and this will improve also our skills to attain better and more effectively these projects on the next Horizon Europe. We have also the objective of facilitating a collaboration, so effectively create these partnerships among the actors of the ORs. One of the other objectives is to spread the research excellency, so create here also high impact on research, also not only at the regional level, also at the national and European, and in relation with international networks. So we'll be establishing here a network that also will promote a long term. So this will just be a beginning, what we foresee as a participation, a stronger participation of the ORS in the EU research framework programs. Here we have some of the tasks that probably if you read the chart you already have an idea, but I will go through. In the beginning, it was still in the beginning, I may stress that, we're designing the capacity plan, and this phase is very important because this will imprint on the rest of our program our direction. On the second phase, on the 4.2 task, we'll have the supporting capacity building and supporting activities directed to the research and innovation actors. This will be on the beginning, on the end of the first year until the end of the project, on month 36. We also have the task on 4.3 that is established on a network that will be directed to the ORS research and innovation officers. This will begin also on the 18th month and also is foreseen to finish on the last month. Following on the 4.4, we have the capacity building for the officers in the outermost regions. And finally, but also very important, we have the operational and sustainability strategy for the OR officers, in a way that we want to make also this to bring results not only during the process, but that also with work as a seed that will bring much more success programs for the ORs. For the deliverables, there's here a connection, of course, with the tasks. It has to be with the creating the capacity building plan in the part of the design also. Also, we'll have the common training, so the links, the common needs, the common actors, that in this case will be directed to the ORS research and innovation actors. That is followed also for a training program, in this case directed to officers, and we'll go in more detail following this description. And as a last deliverable, we have the Office's Operational and Sustainability Strategy that has to do with a roadmap, with a manual of operational guidelines. And this will be attained on the last month. So it will be resumed of all the results that we have and implemented in a sustainable long-term period. Of course, and I stress here because it's very important, that we will all implement in each region by the consortium partners with competence in research and innovation policies and research. So we're leading, but of course, all of you will be very deeply involved regionally in these actions. We'll be focusing once again in the European Research and Innovation Framework in the H2020 and already foreseeing the Horizon Europe for research and innovation ecosystems. And we'll target, the targets and activities will be focus on the researchers, the companies in industry cross-structural collaboration, officers, teams, and forward consortiums. So we'll create here synergies through different kind of trainings and capacity buildings in order to attain the same vision, in order to be more effective towards the European Research and Innovation Framework, namely on the financial European programs. So they're here for the researchers, for example, we have also trainings and workshops in specific areas, specific tools as the development of proposals, the management of proposals. This will make us more competitive. This will give us more tools, more inside knowledge to make more effective proposals with better results. Also the transfer of scientific excellence, here reinforcing also the network between the researchers, and the innovation entrepreneurship, creating here the link. And passing through that link, we'll come to the companies. To the companies, we're also foreseeing the events, trainings, creation of spin-off public-private partnerships, and creating here a vision that it's important to create this link between researchers and companies, added value, and also promoting what we have as assets. Like we said, we should focus on our assets and promote it. In another way, we have the officers' teams, which is the technical support, and this is essential to move forward with the projects. And we will also focus on orienting these actors that will have also a very important role in the context of the European framework program. And last but not least, the fourth consortium, us, that will also have mutual learning and twining action discussion in following that idea that we already have put it in place, good practices. We'll also have something to learn from each other, and we should be open to that and put really those knowledges and those practices here so we can share between ourselves. Here, in the capacity building activities targeting RE actors, we intend to improve competences in the European programs, while have the financial base to put into action our ideas, our potentials, and force international outreach. Also, put out what we have of the best, showcase what we have. These capacity building activities will pass, like I mentioned and I stress here, in several events that will reinforce our capabilities, will empower us, will give us the opportunity to put our researchers and our officers in contact, and also in this exchange of knowledge, bring more effectiveness and more power in achieving these European programs, and also reaching other channels, international channels, to promote what we do the best. How we'll do that? Well, we have some proposals. Of course, we count on you to give us feedback on other different kind of proposals. We came with these ones that also are described in the chart, but and others that we added. But we count on you to also feed a bit on what we should do, what would be your interest. That will come also from the diagnosis that will be done in the work package too. And of course, on all the other interactions that I'll be talking just now. But these are some of the ideas that we now put forward, and hope that we have your feedback soon. So writing the Age 2020 successful proposals, or in the future writing Horizon Europe successful proposals also, how to design a successful proposal, knowledge transfer, and other events like emerge groups, that if you don't know what's about, you should look for it. It's very interesting. We hope we can move forward with that one too. And in terms of managing, coordination, and maybe give here also a different print on the kind of capacity building that you want. Give a bit of innovation on the tools that we intend to pass on. Let's talk, we'll talk about it. We'll analyze all the information that come out also of the work package before us, and the other ones that will follow, because this task we will finish this work package on the 36th month, so we'll have all the time to collect the information, and of course being in touch with your community and all the partners. The interactions, like I was saying, and they're fundamental to continue to reach the point that we intend to attend your needs, to reach your actors, will be through the work package too, the diagnosis that Philippe presented very, very well, so you can understand how important it will be in our work package in terms of capacity building and training. So it will be something that will give, and they will give us back, so there'll be here interaction. It's in yellow, the ones that we really highlight in terms of the feeding of knowledge in construction. The WP3 also, it will be fundamental, as well as the 5 in terms of the network, and the 6 in terms of implementation of a policy link that we desire. And of course the 7 in monitoring, that will be following the desired path, in here having the notion if we are reaching the mark that we intend. And the 8, the communication, of course, that is fundamental to put forward all the results that we want, and has to do with even the international platforms we want to reach. Here we highlight, like I was saying, those 2 work packages, in this case the work package 2, the diagnosis and RNE ecosystem, that's with diagnosis of the needs and the mapping of the actors, will be able to know more about what are the capabilities that we need to develop. Here we have a few of really important marking points. First, the methodology draft that also will start we will already start to add that to construct and design our plan. Also, we'll participate in this desk 2.5 that I just had this short presentation during Philippe Work Package 2 presentation. That will be a very important base also to have this information about the common vision, the mission, the values that we serve as a platform that will create these programs and create a range of different areas that we'll be addressing. Also, we have the milestone 10 that will be very important for us, and it's directly linked with the task 2.5 of the joint strategy. We will have the 9 regional diagnoses that will serve also as a base to have a clearer vision of our needs, what you need to attain, what are the links that we need to address, what are the tools that we need to improve, and in what ways. And of course, here the last event in the 34th month of the Work Package 2, this mutual learning event that will be very important also to make here a pre-conclusion of what is important for the month 36 in a matter of capacity building. Will be all of us can make an exchange of some of the results that we'll be attaining all through this month until the 34th. On the Work Package 3, that is about the co-creation and implementation of thematic action plans that was presented just before lunch. We'll be accessing to the common capacity strategic fields. So this common capacity strategic fields also will be very important to create also a context for a capacity building plan and for the following activity that we'll have. And these 2 milestones, namely the one in the month 13, the milestone 3 of the thematic working groups, as also the milestone 4, that will also be about the thematic action plan, will feed also on the creation of our work package. The main outcomes that we want to put forward about our work will be the collaboration and partnerships of the ORs and research and innovation, not only at a European level, but leveraging at an international level. We'll also want to improve the effective, and once again, I stress it's very important. We'll even talking about with our partners, we realize that we need to be more effective in our participation in the European Research and Innovation Frame programs. So this will be also an opportunity to gain new capabilities and reinforce new capabilities to attain this. Transfer to the economic value chain to improvement cooperation with the business sector. And here we have, again, a new innovative way of seeing the research in this context that will also try to create this link between the economic value chain and research that is very important to promote. And gain also this economic argument that we need, that this is very important to promote economically our ORs. And the regional officers and network, that will be also something that we want to leave as a seed to have to perdure beyond the 36 month. So this will be something that we'll be working on to allow that this link will be sustainable. And of course, in this regard, each of the regions, I know that has a different view. We're not intending to start from scratch or having a common strategy, but of course, this is the idea that I think we should work on, and each region would adapt to their reality. Thank you very much. I hope I can count on your collaboration to make a great work. Thank you.